what inspired me to make YouTube videos and what inspired me most specifically to make top 10s. So I've always been a top 10 guy. When I was very little, when I was just a kid, I was making top 10s of my favorite action figures or my favorite cartoons, my favorite characters in Dragon Ball Z. And me and my sister, we used to play with our action figures, with our toys. And we had Goku, we had Vegeta, we had, characters from Dragon Ball Z, we had some Marvel heroes, we had some characters from this and that. And we will make tournaments to decide which was the best character, So I've always been a ranking guy, a list guy. So it's been like that for music, for movies. I have my top 5 favorite movies, my top 5 favorite music bands. I've always been like that, and so very often I ask my friends or the people I meet, I ask them, what's your favorite this or that, or your top 3 this or that, your top 5, your top 10, and so I already had that inspiration from when I was little. So what inspired me to start making videos was just the need to share something different with people and to make some kind of art that wasn't too restrictive for me. Like I mentioned before, I was a musician first, but then I realized that I needed some really good equipment to do that. And then I started making short films. I had the same issue. And then I started writing books, and I didn't have that issue. But I still had that part of me of being in front of a camera, of talking, of sharing something, of producing something of interest, and entertaining people. Just what I've always been telling you. I'm always trying to tell people to think for themselves, to have your own opinion. And I just didn't want to be that guy back then when I started making top 10s. I didn't want to be that guy who says, oh, you know what, Chrono Cross is better than Chrono Trigger, or Phantasy Star 4 is better than Chrono Trigger, or Fire Emblem is better than Final Fantasy Tactics. No, but I wanted to be the guy who says, hey, I like Fire Emblem more than Final Fantasy Tactics. Or I like Final Fantasy 9 more than Final Fantasy 7. Or that I think these games are underrated. And I saw back then barely anyone was talking about Shadow Hearts, Baten Kaitos, Eternal Poison, Grow Lancer. And everybody, most videos, most YouTubers, no offense to any YouTuber, but most of them back then were just talking about the same popular games. And I was like, so I want to talk about these games and no one's doing that. Or barely anyone is doing that, so I want to talk about them. So why, and you're probably going to ask, why not make reviews instead of top 10s? Well, the truth is that I did start making reviews. First, I made some top 10s in 2014, but those, I was just fooling around. They weren't videos. They were just, videos were with random images. They were just slide shows. And that was it. So what happened afterwards is that some of those videos went viral. But when they went viral, I was making reviews in Spanish. And all of those reviews in Spanish, in case you're interested, are on my channel in Spanish with Oscar. It's called Discusión Gamer. But those reviews in Spanish of JRPGs used to be on this channel. I just removed them because I turned this channel to an English channel, an English-speaking channel. So I re-uploaded all of those old reviews of JRPGs to my channel in Spanish with Oscar. It's called Discusión Gamer. Link in the description. So what I did was I made those reviews, and most of them kind of failed miserably because I was doing them with the shittiest camera you can imagine and the shittiest microphone you can imagine. Sure, I was writing scripts, but that was it. I had this freaking device to capture the gameplay footage, but it was bad. It was like in 360p or 240p. The resolution was terrible. So I realized, I was like, man, so if I want to make videos with good quality, I'm gonna have to pay money. Because back then I wasn't making money whatsoever. So I was like, man, I'm gonna have to invest some money. I'm gonna have to buy a microphone. I'm gonna have to buy a better computer, a better camera. And I didn't want to do that because I was making zero money out of those reviews. But so going back to the top 10s that went viral, I was like, man, I just put both things together. Those videos that went viral, those top 10s that are still here on my channel, by the way, those were in English. There was no audio, there was just music in there, but they were in English. It said top 10 best PSP JRPGs of all time. You know, it wasn't in Spanish, it was in English. So eventually, I think it was in 2017, September 2017, when I said, you know what? All I did was put things together. I love making top 10s. I like making videos. I want to talk about these obscure games. I want to talk about these hidden gems, but I also want to talk about the mainstream ones. But I don't want to make reviews. Sure, I still made some reviews in English, but I wasn't enjoying them. So all I did was put everything together in English, and that's it. I started making top 10s, still with shitty quality, because I didn't care that much back then. I wasn't making money. In 2017, I wasn't making money. The channel was monetized already, but I was making like $10 a month. So I was like, man, I'm just not gonna buy a fucking microphone or a freaking better camera or a better computer. You know, but that was back in 2018, during the summer of 2018, when I started feeling the pressure, you know, when I said, oh, you know, some of my videos have 20,000 views already, 30, 50,000 views. So I was like, man. And I was starting to make a little bit more money, and that's when I said it's time. It's time to start investing money. It's time to start buying better equipment. And I've been upgrading, you know, ever since. I always wanted to tell that story, you know. I've told that story before, actually, several times, but I wanted to do it in this way. In this room, in this particular room, where that transition from reviews in Spanish to content in English, to top 10s in English, started right here in this room in 2017, September 2017. There you go. Back to your goddamn questions.